You need to watch this before it's too late. Okay, look at the time. It's running out. Your time is running out. Maybe if you're lucky, it's morning for you. Maybe if you're lucky, you're still 16, 17, 12, 10. You're a young person. You still have your youth. I need you to understand that your time is running out. And only recently have I realized this. If you want to get ahead in life, you need to understand you need to start now. Today I just did my ab workout and I ran around for 10 minutes. Okay? I didn't have to. I could have gone straight to bed. I've got a busy freaking schedule. Okay? But I decided that I'm going to put in effort now. Because time flies like you cannot believe. Just the other day was my birthday and I remember my parents never even gave me any gift. No donuts, no chocolates, no birthday things, no presents. All they gave me was a little handwritten card, no money. And I'm not ungrateful. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful birthday, but very simple. And that was already like half a year ago. My birthday's in July, so it's already February. So it's like 8 months already, like that. You don't understand how quickly time is flying and time is running out. You do not understand how quickly time goes. They always talk about, have you ever heard of these famous people? Even Warren Buffett, he talks about the compounding effect. That's actually what he said. Warren Buffett said something like, smart business decisions, a bit of wisdom, a little bit of luck, and compound interest is what made him rich. Something along those lines. Compound interest is the thing where you have a bit of money and you get interest on that money and then it goes in and goes in and goes in and goes in. Or, for example, you're gymming every day. Now I've got a base, I've got forearms, I'm big, I've got these massive biceps. I've got a six-pack basically without even flexing. That's my base. So that every single time I train, every single time I sprint, every single time I run, every single time I lift a weight, every single time I have protein, I already have this base. You can apply the same thing to diets. Because I don't drink cold drinks anymore, and because I do my absolute best to avoid sugars and chips and poisons, now you can see how amazing my skin has become. That's a base. So when I now eat more food, I don't have to worry about my body getting rid of all the poisons. I don't want to talk about, certain biomarkers. It gets a little bit dirty and nasty if I talk about some biomarkers. But one of them is acne. I don't have any acne, and that's a biomarker for me being healthy. So compound interest. You need to understand that as time goes so quickly, if you just do a consistent work every single day, you'll get a result. I want you to pay attention to me. I'm not making up any stories. You can literally see how many videos on the platform that I've posted. 418 or something like that. Now you can see, go look at About, you'll see 60,000 views. That's somewhat of a result. Even if it's $1 I get paid per view, $60 is more than nothing. And that's the compounding effect. Because now I have all of these videos I made a month ago, walking around in a circle till I dropped dead, throwing a crate on my head. I made a joke video where I found a joke online, read it out, and then cut every single time I was reading. All these videos showing that I have money, coming out as a gay person, even though I'm not gay. Doing all these random things, showing you how to exercise, or wearing a suit, it all compounds. And then, one day I have a video and I'm grateful for this. I made a video doing 500 push-ups like Andrew Tate. And there were two people there. One of them goes by the name of Paul, absolute legend Paul. And the second one goes by a man of the name Hugo Shanika. His name has to be remembered because from the very first live stream that I did, where I ran up and down my stairs 100 times for like 450 subscribers or something like that, he was the very first one there. And then the other day I did a 450 subscribe. No, it wasn't. It was a 400 subscriber special running up and down the stairs. It was a 450 subscriber special. I don't really care. The point was, it wasn't a special. I was just doing it for fun. And Hugo Shanika was there from the very beginning to the end, and he even joined me. And so did Paul. Shout out to Paul who did 100 push-ups. Shout out to Hugo Shanika who matched me with all the 500. I think he stopped a little bit before, or else he did all 500 like an absolute legend. The point is, okay, those were 500 push-ups. I want you to imagine counting to 500. Imagine we're not doing any exercises. You're just standing there with your back against the wall. Imagine you're about to go be into prison and you have your handcuffs on, and then they say count to 500, and you say 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you imagine counting to 500? It will take a long time. Now imagine push up 1, push up 2, push up 3, 500. But here's the interesting thing: an hour and 40 minutes went like that. The first 5, first 20, first 40, first 100, easy, a breeze. I breezed through. But then it came that Hugo and I had to work together. He motivated me. Hugo Shanika said, you know what, let's do 5 push-ups every minute on the minute. And we actually Hugo actually told me about this, something called a Hugo minute. In a normal minute, People will do normal work. For example, let's say you're a cold caller. In a minute, you maybe phone one person. Bring, bring, bring. Hello, do you want to have your debt collected? No. And you put the phone down. And you phone one person in an hour. Or if you exercise, you might run around the block once in an hour. Slow, 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 like an obese person, eating your donut and your sandwich and drinking your Coca-Cola with a packet of chips. In your back pocket, you put out a chocolate. And after an hour, you've gone around the block, which is like 20 meters. Normal minute. But a Hugo Shanika minute, a Hugo minute is where we attack. In 1 minute, we can phone 5 people. Phone the call, didn't answer, down. Phone the call, down, 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 till we do 5. If we're loading products, I can load up 2 in a minute, 3 in a minute, 4 in a minute. Always pushing for more. Always pushing more, always pushing more, always pushing more. This is a video that you have to watch. I'm foaming at the mouth because I'm angry. You do not understand how big of a sacrifice it's going to take. Because you here, I'm already down here. I've been training every single day, making videos, learning products, doing all these things, and networking with people, learning how to speak, reading books, doing all these amazing things. Go to gym, eating well, learning how to be a legend. If you listen to me, you are immediately a legend. You obviously have to work to maintain your legendary status, but just by being here, and leave a comment and say, I was here in the comments, I am here, or I'm a legend too, and I will give a heart to every single person who says I'm a legend because you came to the video and you were here. So here's the point, okay? Life's hard, life takes a lot of sacrifice, but you need to start now. The point is that I've gone through so much already and I'm only here and I want to be here. I want to be here. Fine, got a job, little bit of money, YouTube channel, gym, getting stronger. That's amazing, but I need to be up here. Now one of my favorite statistics, okay, you can't really trust a lot of statistics. They say there are 3 things: lies, damn lies, and statistics. But here's an interesting one. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it's from a guy called George Janko. I could be incorrect about the source. But here's the statistic. Take it or leave it. Here's the thing. And I'm going to talk in South African Rand terms and convert it to dollars. Most people, okay, don't earn a lot of money. To get to 100,000 Rand a month, and we're talking between 6 and 8,000 Rand, is $6,000 and $8,000 a month. That, my friend, is only 1.5% of men. Okay, you earn between $6,000 and $8,000 a month, and you the height of 5'10" or 5'11". Only 1.5% of men. And apparently, we need to check this out. I need to ask, my soon-to-be girlfriend, or I need to ask a couple of the girls around. Is it true that you want to be with a guy who's 5'10" or 5'11" at least? Do you want to be with a guy who earns at least $6,000 to $8,000 or 100,000 Rand a month? And would you not pick someone who isn't of that standard, isn't of that caliber? I want to find that out. I need to actually ask them. So that's an interesting thing. And more important than that, 1.5% of men are at this massive level. But only 14%, this is the most important thing. 1.5% of men are up here, wealthy and tall, I suppose, and 14% of the most beautiful women. And we're talking girls who are beautiful. They could be models, the beautiful figure, skinny, all the beautiful things in a woman that you would like to see as a man, that I would like to see as a man. That's 14% of women. So 14% of women are competing for 1.5% of the guys, which means if you're getting approached by a woman, you know for a fact that you're in that top 1.5%. If you can speak to the girl and she starts dreaming and her eyes gaze into you and you see the sparkle and she does her hair and she's preening, then you know for a fact that she's chasing you because you are part of that 1.5%. So the drive and the mission is for you and I to end up in that 1.5%. Every single person who listens to me and is part of this channel, all 480 of you as it stands right now in 2025, you deserve to be in the 1.5%. But here's the thing. What did Napoleon Hill say in his book? What is the book called? Something about money. I forget the name escapes me, but it's by Napoleon Hill. Something like How to Get Rich Quick or something. He says, you need to do a 7-step process. What you want, how you're going to get there, all these amazing things. But here's the most important part. What are you going to do in order to achieve your success? So he'll say, okay, you want to make $100,000. Great. But what are you willing to give up to make $100,000? So, what am I willing to give up to be in the top 1.5%? I'm willing to give up all my time. I'll work in a job. I'll put my products online. I'll sacrifice all my money. I'll live at home. I don't care. I will do anything. I will gym every night. I will eat protein. I will never touch a cold drink again. Obviously, it's more rudimentary than this. I mean, I'm just giving you broad brush strokes what I'm trying to say. But the point is that I'm willing to do a lot in order to achieve those results. Now, here's the thing. If I one day end up exactly where I want to be, and that means monetize YouTube channel earning 100,000 Rand a month, which is kind of like between $6,000 and $8,000. I have a girlfriend. I'm much stronger. Right now, I only weigh about 70 and a half kgs. I want to weigh 80, 85, 90 even, filled with protein, filled with mass. I want to eat healthily. These are some things that I want. And soon enough, you're going to be seeing me at this level. You're going to see me with, I'm going to have that money for sure. It's only a matter of time because I know that I'm determined to get it. I'm going to be bigger and stronger for sure. And I'm definitely going to be in perfect physical condition. I'm going to be massive. I'm going to make money. I'm going to do all these amazing things. And I'm even going to monetize the channel. How will you know? Because I'm keeping you updated. Right now I'm at 522 hours of watch time. We need 4,000. It's only a matter of time before all these things actualize. Tonight I even made a sale online. And it's not just my handiwork, it's the handiwork of the Lord above. And I'm grateful for every single gift that I've been given. My body, the fact that I'm still alive, it's a blessing to even be alive. The fact that I have strength, the fact that I even can put on muscle. Some people have a neuro dysfunction or something that they cannot put on muscle because their body eats away at itself. Thank the Lord that I don't have some of these diseases. I'm so grateful. The fact that I even have a brain to be able to perceive and work out these amazing things. And the fact that I can even learn and speak and inspire you to do something more. Here's the end of the story. If I get the results, which I'm telling you I'm going to get the results of, you will see that I'm strong, you will see that I'm earning money, you will see that my channel is monetized, you will see all these things. Then what I want you to do at that very moment, and it will become very clear, not just to me, but to you, that I'm at that point, I want you to come right back to this point. Even if it's in 3, 5, 10, 15 years time, you'll eventually see it. I want you to come right back to this point. And you need to go through every single video from this point on so that you know how my mindset changed, how my mindset shifted, the things, that I started to do, the schedules that I made, that I stuck to, that I followed, that enabled me to make the most of my time, the gratitude that I have, that I also have, the time that I spent usefully. You will see how my results were planted now. These things that I'm doing now are the seeds of the success that will be sown and then will bear fruit in the future. I want you to understand this very clearly. One day, very soon, I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be in the top 1.5%. And at that point, if you yourself have not just been following me and listening to what I've been saying, and you are not part of that 1.5%, I want you to come right back to this video and watch everything before so that you can change your mindset, learn, and then get the results that I've got. Now, here's the interesting thing. If you're following me, okay, here's what I want you to do. Every day I train, so train. Every day I make videos, so perhaps make videos. Every day I load up products on an online site, eBay, Facebook. Do that in your country. You more likely than not, you can even sell on eBay. In South Africa, we aren't allowed to sell on eBay unless you have fancy bank accounts and all these stories. You need to understand how grateful you can be for all the blessings that you have in your country that I don't have access to. And the thing is, I'm getting a certain result. If you have zero money, zero, try and get a job. Try and sell things online. Try and exercise every day. Eat for, your body weight times 2 equals your protein. You weigh 70, eat 140 grams of protein. If you do that, then now you get the results. If you wait till 3, 5, 10 years time down the line, once I'm at 100,000 Rand a month, which is like the top 1% earning, and I am 5'10", 5'11", which I can always grow taller. Like this, I can click my fingers and I grow taller, just like that, like a tree stump. You give it water, you give it nice soil, you plow the ground, and the next thing, grow up tall. So if you only follow me then, well, here's the thing. Maybe selling products online is not going to be the thing. If you were selling telephones, faxes and car phones, 10 years ago, and now you start selling phones today for a car, you're not going to make any sales because everyone's got a mobile phone with an iPhone. So if you follow me now and you do exactly what I'm doing, you're going to get a relevant result. But in 5, 10, 15 years time, then maybe the mindset's fine, but actually doing the actions are not going to yield any result. That's a little bit of a peace of mind for you. But don't waste your life away, okay? This is a stop sign in life. Stop. You're about to F yourself up. You're about to bugger yourself up. You're about to mess your life up. Stop. And think about what you're going to do. And think about what happens if you do this thousands of times. One more point. There's a lady called Jenny Reid. R-E-I-D. Now she's a journalist and she is very well versed in accounting. And I read her book. She said, in accounting, you never think of one little problem. You never think, oh, I'm going to just input this transaction. Oh, it was only $5. I'm just going to put it as $6 just because I want to be fancy and add a little bit of dollars. Don't think of a transaction as one instance. Think of thousands of those transactions, hundreds of thousands, millions of those transactions. So every single time you're buying a plastic bag in the shop, you're not going to put in $5.50, you're going to put in $6. Well, after a million times of doing that, guess what? That's $6 million freaking dollars. Or at $50, 50 cents, it's going to be $3 million freaking dollars. It's a lot of money that you actually don't think that you've earned when you have earned it. That's a little example. So, tonight, it's not a case of having one cold drink. Or going on to Pornhub, for example. Or sleeping in early, or not doing homework, or not doing anything useful. Okay, think of it as thousands of times. Imagine if you did that every single night for the rest of your life. Where would you end up? And now apply that to doing good things. That's a little bit of a mindset tip for you. Don't waste your life away. Look at the scar. See the scar? Life taught me, don't F with me.